Good evening, everyone. Hopefully, everybody has enjoyed their weekend as we're getting ready to set off this week here for the championship start of the ButtKicker 135. It's going to be the top 16 here at the Lady in Black, the beautiful, beautiful Darlington Raceway. Drivers currently sitting out on the track. Nobody currently qualifying. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty with Josh's iRacing. He's having to uninstall it, reinstall it, and it's still not downloading the updates. We've been fighting with this thing all day today. For some reason, it is still not working, so we are trying to get it situated right now, but he is currently in the background working on it. But we're going to get everything situated here tonight as we're going into, like I said, that top 16. Going to be very interesting to see how these points get shook up going into next week. I know Watkins Glen's going to be next week in the truck series. It's going to be crazy to see how this works out. But right now, the points are up on your screen. You see Joey Doucette, Robert Richards, Doug Neal, Jason Bridges, Bobby Hall Jr., Daniel Worthington, CJ Mason, Alex Healy, David Brackett, Ed Osborne, Ron Morris Jr., Mikel Robinson, Taylor Peacock, Logan Russell, Joshua Clemons, and Scott Madden all going to be battling for that championship gold at the end of this season. So going to be interesting to see how these boys get it settled out here. We know the Lady in Black can be a real big handful. So it's going to be interesting to see how these boys really get it settled out here on this track. It's a 1.36 mile oval. So really it's the egg shape oval. It's one of the little track facts about this is it's built on a farmland, and I want to say somebody didn't want to get rid of a pond, and that's why it's built really weird, and they didn't want to get rid of that pond over. I want to say it's turn 3 and 4 that it's a little shorter egg-shaped oval. So they didn't want to get rid of that, so they had to work around it. So that's what we got, Darlington. But, you know, it's been one of those tracks that history has definitely shown its head here. So it's going to be interesting to see how these boys get it done here tonight. We've got 45 seconds left here in qualifying, so we're going to get to green here in just 1 second. All right, we're still trying to get Josh's computer issues figured out. Don't know why iRacing has to be just a big old ball of just mess ups all the time. It's always something going on with it. Don't know what it is, but hey, that's what we get for living in the 2020 or 2022. But you know, that's what it is. But right now, it looks like everybody's going to get done with qualifying. We're going to be able to get these boys out on the grid, and then we'll be able to go through the list here in just 1 second. As we see the grid starting to get out on the track, we'll go ahead and get through that here in just 1 second. I see Doug Neal currently set out on that pole position. So we'll go ahead, hop on board here with that 77 of Doug Neal. As you see, currently your pole position leader, Mikel Robinson, currently not spawned in just yet, but he is in that second spot. And then Bobby Hall Jr. going to be in that third position. Robert Richards going to be in fourth. Joey Doucette in fifth. Jason Bridges in sixth. Also, if you notice, you'll see those playoff banners. Those are going to be your playoff drivers for this competition here tonight. Ed Osborne in seventh. Logan Smith in eighth. Ron Morris Jr. in ninth. Wes Wiggin going to be in 10th. Joshua Clemons in 11th. Get the Clemons in 11th. Daniel Worthington in 12th. Taylor Peacock 13th, Scott Madden in 14th, Anthony Stevens 15th, Cody Verrill 16th, Travis Twitty in 17th, Alex Healy 18th, Logan Russell 19th, CJ Mason in 20th, David Brackett 21st, Akamai Proctor excuse me, is in 22nd, and then Joshua Lockwood going to round out your field in that 23rd position. So it looks like the trucks are on their way out now. It's going to be interesting to see how these boys really handle these first couple of laps. We know Jason in the driver meeting was telling everybody, hey, this is one of those tracks. You just kind of got to take it really slowly, and one lap at a time. Don't push too hard. Too wide race, and it's going to be really difficult to see how these drivers handle that too wide race. And going here at Darlington, we know a lot of drivers probably going to be up into that wall as well, into turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We do know it's called the Darlington Stripe. So the lady in black, let's see how quick she will claim her first victim, or if these Bluegrass boys going to kind of take her out on a date and finesse her, maybe get through it just a little bit longer than normal. But hey, pace car is off. We're going to be bringing it to the green flag. You see Doug Neal going to be leading it around. Mikel Robinson on that outside lane. And the green flag is out. Doug Neal off to a good jump there. He's going to go ahead into turn 1, leading that top lane. This is going to be where we see how everybody decides to handle it. Going into turns 1 and 2. Looks like everybody trying to get single filed out. Pretty much up in the lead right now. You see Anthony Stevens, looks like he's only one that was too wide. Now going to go ahead and single himself out. But Doug Neal going to go ahead and assume the lead here on lap 1. Going around turn 4 right now. Let's see if Doug Neal has what it takes to do a really good finish here. We know that he did finish here last season, but want to say had an issue with something that happened. I don't remember what. Oh, caution's already out. It looks like we've already got a couple of cars around the 88. Oh no, the 88 and the 58 of Anthony Stevens. I was actually going to point out his truck in not too long. So it looks like the 58 of Anthony Stevens already around. Oh, and blown up on that. Oh man, on lap 1 already. Lady in black taking her first victim in that 58. I was going to say 58 was driving that car for his dad, who sadly passed away from a heart condition, and this was for his dad. He was driving with the Heart Association on his hood, and it says "for Dad" on the back bumper there. Oh man, unfortunate. Looks like he's gonna stay back out, but maybe close pit lanes. But we'll see if we can go back and find something that what happened with that 58 and that 88. Looks like it happened in front of him. And I'm getting word that Josh said he might have fixed his issue. So we'll see if we can figure out. Looks like the 88, maybe the 99 of Josh Clemons getting around just a little bit. We'll see if we can go up here and figure out. It was the 99 of Josh Clemons. Looks like maybe the 88 of West Wigan got in a little hot. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. The 88 of West Wigan got in just a little hot into the back bumper of Ron Morris Jr. You're going to see the 99 just really have nowhere to go. Get into the back quarter panel of the 88, send him around. And then the 58, just nowhere to go back there. The 81, you see him diving down to the bottom. But there's the 58 of Anthony Stevens, just really nowhere to go on that bottom lane. Gets into the quarter panel. Man, unfortunate there for the 58. Like I said, I was going to shout him out here tonight and everything. He had that truck made up, and man, unfortunate there for that 58 of Anthony Stevens. A big hit there to the wall. Sorry if it sounds like my voice is also going out. Not sure what is going on. I think I had a really bad sinus infection a couple of weeks ago whenever me and Josh had COVID. And once we got over COVID, my sinus infection stayed. And I think I got sinus drainage now, and my throat is not appreciating it at all. So if my voice sounds a little poppy or raspy, I do apologize. But we are already under caution here at lap 2. You saw the 88 of West Wigan getting into the back bumper of Ron Morris Jr., sending around the 88 into the 58, who had nowhere to really go. So it looks like maybe the 58 already calling it a night here. He was smoking, so probably not a good. Oh, I say he's back out. It looks like maybe that smoke was just on our end. Looks like he still got that car under control. Looks like West Wiggins still down pit lane. Daniel Worthington in that 113 also down pit lane, but the pace lights are off. You see the 58 Anthony Stevens on his way back out. That's good to see. That's what I always like to see is even when you take damage and everything like that, you always get back out on the track. You try your best to, to get as much lap time as you can. It looks like West Wiggins also on his way out. I'm going to say Daniel Worthington has called it a night. That 113 machine went ahead and taken it to the hauler. 77-24 up in that front row. You see the 48 of Robert Richards, who is a playoff contender, but does not have the banner on his car. So going to have to get that fixed, Robert. But that banner, he is a playoff driver. So right now, the top 6 are playoff contenders. So see if they can get it situated here and see if just gets a little less drive-ins there like we had on that last lap. Green flag's back out. Looks like the 7. Whoa, already up into the wall. Bobby Hall Jr. Looks like he's going to get down off of the wall, though. Everybody behind him going to get it situated. Camera kind of having a little bit of conniption fit there. But it looks like everybody's just going to single file back out. That's something you're going to see here at Darlington. It's going to be a lot of single file racing. You see the 88 of West Wiggins back there getting a little bit out of sorts, but the 48 of Robert Richards now moved his way up into that 3rd spot. Currently sitting in 3rd, started in 4th. Bobby Hall Jr. falling back after you saw that contact going into turn 1. Bobby Hall really getting a little messed up there. Jason Bridges is going to be catching back up to that 94 right now. See, coming out turn 2, it looks like Jason Bridges got a run on him. Yeah, going too wide into turn 3. So Bobby Hall Jr. moving his way back to that 4th position. You see that 34. Jason Bridges going on that inside lane. This could be dangerous going into turn 1. You see Jason Bridges getting up into the wall. That's what I was talking about. It could be dangerous, man. You do not want to be on that outside lane going into turn 1. We're going to go back up front here. See that 24. Mikel Robinson all over the back bumper of Doug Neal, and then Robert Richards still back there. Now got 9 laps under our belt. Still got a lot of drivers that are just pretty much trying to find their momentum, trying to single file, not really pushing too hard. As I'm getting word that Josh might have got his stuff situated, so he could be joining up here in just 1 second. But like we said, just having a little bit of iRacing troubles. It looks like, the 113 back out onto the track. So that's good to see. Daniel Worthington might have had a little bit of issue in that race truck as well. Going back up front, though, that 24, Mikel Robinson, looks like he's pushing all over the back bumper of that 77 of Doug Neal, though. Doug Neal looking really strong out here at Darlington. But, like we were saying, that 24, Mikel Robinson, all over that back bumper. He's been looking really strong here these last few months, really. He's been showing that he deserves to be in this Bluegrass group as much as all the other drivers. Right now, you're seeing Bobby Hall Jr. starting to fall off just a little bit. Looks like Jason Bridges with that little bit of contact did fall back to. Whoa, is a big drive in there from the 34 Jason Bridges. See, it looks like he's trying to go to that inside lane. Don't want to be on that bottom lane that soon. You can get really loose and wash up the track right now. You're seeing Joey Doucette on a really good run. He's going to be on that inside lane. Let's see if Jason Bridges just checks up. Gonna have a kind of a trade right now. Jason Bridges on that outside lane. Looks like he's going to have about a 4-car trade on his inside. Whoa. Logan Smith getting a little loose on that inside, but going here into turn 1. Let's see. Oh, contact there. 34. Contact with the 76. Ron Morris Jr. But he's going to keep it straight, just getting into the wall just a little bit there. 34 really off pace here, man. He is not liking this track at all right now. Riding on board here with Doug Neal, though, we're seeing he is really trying to set the pace right now, just trying to pretty much put the truck where he wants and trying to hit his marks, not trying to miss any of the cues, because Darlington is one of those tracks that if you even make one mistake, you can ruin your whole race, as you saw just with that little bit of a bump for the 88 of West Wiggins in the back of the 76. I mean, that can pretty much seal the deal right there. As you see Bobby Hall Jr. now getting chased down from that 16 to Joey Doucette. Joey Doucette's on a pretty good tear here. He was your race winner at Homestead. So Joey Doucette, no slouch to the front. Whoa, did you see the 94 into the wall there? Whoa, Bobby Hall Jr. getting up into the wall. Going to have to really get it settled back in. The 16, though, going to be passing him on the inside. Whoa, 42 Ed Osborne also going to get around. The 94, though, all out of sorts back there. As you see, also Jason Bridges starting to fall back now. He's falling back to that 10th spot. He's down 4 positions all the way up there to that 3rd spot, and then got into that contact into the wall. You see just that little bit of contact and throw off the rhythm and the momentum, of that driver. So, it's good, good to see he's still hanging in there, though. Big drive in, though. You see the 94 still up into the wall, though. Looks like he's having a lot of trouble going into turn 1. 97 Alex Healy moving his way up 7 positions, though. Whoa, big stack up here. As I was talking about it, 97 and 34 into it.
Welcome to the stream, Josh. I get in. I finally get everything set up after it taking forever. And we see Jason Bridges probably taken out of this race.
Saw a big stack up there from the 94. As I was talking about him, Alex Healy, oh man, just getting into the back quarter, just big stack up there. Not really anything the 34, the 97 could do in that situation.
Exactly.
He's riding on board here with Alex Healy. We'll see it from his point of view. Just a little bit of looseness there from the 94. You see that big stack up, and then there was just nothing they could do. Looks like Alex Healy's car is done. Yeah, he has jumped to the pits. Right on board here with Jason Bridges. You see, just that little bit of stack up can really mess you up, and then he just hit that section of the wall. Woo! Big ride there.
Yeah, big wrecks too.
Everybody coming down pit lane. See the 77 of Doug Neal currently sitting in that first pit stall. The 24 Mikel Robinson, though, going to beat him out of pit lane. Look at that. The 48 also. 42 going to come out in 3rd place. So Ed Osborne going to move himself out into 3rd place. 77 of Doug Neal going to be in 4th. And then there you go. Joey Doucette in 5th. Scott Madden 6th. Logan Smith 7th. You see him race off pit road there. So, man, we've already had a couple of interesting wrecks, Josh. I know you weren't here. But the 88 of West Wigan, big drive in there. You see the 58 of Anthony Stevens. He took the brunt of that. It's good to see Anthony Stevens still out on the track, though. Know he was doing this throwback scheme for his dad. But it's good to see that he is still, even with a beat up race truck, he's still out here on the track. It's like Logan Russell coming back down pit lane, might have had a speeding penalty. Also, David Brackett coming down pit lane. It's like West Wigan also going to come down pit lane.
Yeah, I mean, Darlington is one of those tracks you're going to see cautions early. I mean, heard you talking about it, Chris, where turn 3 is egg-shaped for that pond all the way out there. Didn't want to get rid of that pond, one of their favorites, so they decided to egg-shape this place. 1 and 2 is normal. You get down in there, it's banked pretty nicely. You get down into 3 and 4 here, and it's like signing up for a death wish. And can get squiggly down there. You're gonna see a lot of action coming off that corner. Race control reminding them to remember when it gets or just wait until sun starts to set and they're blinded coming off of 2. You know what that's like, Chris. Racing down the back straightaway, don't even see corner entry. You're having to basically just guess. It's not fun. But Darlington is the greatest track here on the Cup Series circuit. One of the longest standing tracks on the circuit right now, and it's been around for a really long time. Very, very, original, historic. This is OG NASCAR at its finest, and we love Darlington here. As me and Chris always say, Talladega's our home track. Now Darlington, we consider it our second home track, as we live, about an hour away from here. So, love this place. Love seeing these Bluegrass drivers here. as we're in that blimp cam, just checking out the track. You see all these guys getting double filed back up. It's good to be here for Darlington. Glad I was able to get that fixed. That's Chris. That's the road, you know, we drive down right there that one time.
Yes, it is.
Because there's the museum right there.
There's the museum. Yep, that is the main road that we drove down when we went down there. Yes, it is.
It's funny to see it in sim. All right, and through 3 and 4 they come. Or is this 1 and 2? Oh, they're coming through 3 and 4. Yeah, I was about to say, that was the Earnhardt Towers. I'm not crazy. All right, here we go. Field gonna get stacked back in. As you see those drivers with the playoff banners. As you're gonna see Mikel Robinson get off to a great start here back at the green flag. We're gonna be rolling. 48 is in the playoffs, just no banner for him right now. I'm sure he'll get that fixed by next week, but Robert Richards.
Robert Richards,
like we already had some cars. Logan T. Smith having some problems back there.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of stack up going on into turn 3. Whoa, the 81 all the way down there on the apron, man. That's someplace you do not want to be on a track like Darlington. You can drive down there, but man, it is sketchy.
So the thing about Darlington here is you're going to see them drop these left fronts right there to that white line, and that sets you up. You can pretty much full throttle this corner once you get the truck settled a little bit. And out of corner entry, you're going to pinch down towards that apron to set you up away from hitting the wall. And then through 3 and 4 here, about a caution light you see on the fence right there. You're going to get out of the gas there. You're going to let the race truck settle up to the wall. And what Mikel Robinson is doing is pretty much the common line around here. But the fastest way around, getting those left sides up on this groove he's in and running right up against that wall in 3 and 4. You see a lot of guys knock the fence down here. Hence the term Darlington stripe. Big old thing here. You hear Mikel having to hop out of the gas, or he would have hit the wall right there from tightening up. As you're going to see him get off down here into turn 3 and 4. One of the things that used to be big here back in the day that made the Darlington stripe what it is you see right there, perfect example of what I was talking about. That's the 42 of Ed Osborne, correct? It is. Running that high lane to success as he's going to get it off. And the big thing about the Darlington stripe here, you used to see a lot of drivers hit that wall in 1 and 2 when the guardrails were sitting out there on the wall. Yeah, we're getting some drivers tight here. So it really sets you up for the corner exit here on 2. Right now with these concrete walls, you really don't want to hit them. But if there's one place you would want to sit and repeatedly hit the walls, I think it's Darlington.
Whoa, we've got
a wreck.
Might have a wreck. Nope. Looks like the 85 of Logan Smith gonna save it back up. The 81 of Taylor Peacock though did get him a little sideways. So see the 81. I think
he might have gotten pushed as well though from someone. They were all gaggled up right there.
Yeah, it looks like everybody going to keep it straight, though. Everybody's got it situated back underneath them. So it's one of those things where if I'm still going straight, I don't even care. I'm just going to keep going straight.
Oh, it's good to see Twitty back in the OG truck.
Yeah, he was doing a throwback skin. He was asking everybody which one he running.
Darlington is a throwback track, so we'll see some throwbacks hopefully for the Xfinity N Cup as well.
Yeah, they were saying, oh, look at that, a pass for the second place. Oh, Robert Richards backed out of it.
Yeah, Doug Neal had the preferred line in. He got under the 48 there into 1 and through 2. He's going to obviously have that run. You see that 48 of Robert Richards. It looks like he's getting a little bit far back as they go past the Earnhardt Towers there, the 48. Ooh, big into the wall.
A little bit of damage on that 48.
A little bit. That's a whole lot of it right there on the right front. That whole front right tire is exposed. Going to keep that front right cool, though. Just going to be probably wicked tight now. As you see the 16 of Joey Doucette. Chris, you gotta think, man, this is where the drivers are starting to implicate, you know, especially these drivers in the playoffs. They don't want to have any trouble here. You see a lot of playoff drivers running up. That's what I love to see, is these yellow banners up here in the front. You see Joey Doucette making a pass in a very hard place to pass here at Darlington through 3 and 4, and doing it with absolute
style.
You know, what's the word? Class and style, indeed, Chris. Good pass there, no looseness. Just a textbook class. But, you know, what I was saying is you see all these yellow banners and these drivers here, lap 27. We've already had 2 cautions. That's a lot of implications for some drivers. And it looks like Doug Neal setting himself up for a pass. And speaking of setting themselves up, they've got to set themselves up. How many rounds do we have in round of 16?
We've got 2 rounds. So this would be...
I was going to say, is it 2? It's 2, 2, 2, and 2? Yeah.
No, it would be 2, 2, and 1.
2, 2, and 1. That's what I
It'll
meant to say.
go top 16, top 12, 8, and then 4.
And
so
then
it'll go
4, yeah.
2, 2, 2, and then the top 4 will only have 1 race.
Yeah, okay, of course. Sorry. I was counting one more round on accident. But, man, you know, Chris, these drivers got tonight. And then, like you said, Watkins Glen. That's a track where a lot of these drivers probably aren't going to want to.
Watkins Glen.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to see. We're going to get to see a lot of pavement. They're going to get to expand it a lot. You're going to have to see drivers not be on the edge too much. Maybe that does open up some of these drivers' ability to really will it there. But playoff driving here at round 16, you've got some cautions here, and it's in Darlington and Watkins Glen, man. You know some of these guys are biting their fingernails and hoping they can make it in by the skin of their teeth. 16 to Joey Doucette gets a big drive into corner. Mikel Robinson is not getting the right exit on corner. That's where he's lacking here on the track. He keeps getting really high up the racetrack, a little bit out of the groove in turn 2. It's not allowing him to get really that shoot out of the corner into turn, or up against the wall down the back straightaway to get him set up into 3 right. Running away right now with it is Doug Neal, doing what he's done best all season. That 77 has been a fast race truck last season. He just showed up out of nowhere with some speed. And then this season, he's done nothing but back that speed up from last season. That 77 with about 1.5 tenth gap on that Joey Doucette machine. As we go back here to our 3rd and 4th position, as you see Robert Richards, who is indeed a playoff driver, running in that 4th position, but up 15 spots with 42 of Ed Osborne. Ed's truck looking very good here tonight. I want to say that 42 reminds me a lot of the old Adam Petty 42 number, and that's what that makes me think of. The old Kyle Petty, Richard Petty Motorsports, whatever you want to call it, 42. And that 76 of Ron Morris Jr. Josh Clemons starting to pull up in that 7th position.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go over to the Facebook and YouTube chat. I know I'm running a little bit late here, but sorry, with the stuff that Josh had going on, you see right now it passed for that 4th spot. Ed Osborne going on the inside. Let's see if he can set it up. He's going to set it up. The 76. Ron Morris Jr. going to be on the inside. Looks like he's going to close the door like you said, though.
Let's see a crossover.
We're going to go ahead and go to that Facebook and YouTube chat. Early on, I saw Troy Kettler say he was watching. He said, good luck, Wes. Whoa, everybody getting up into the wall.
48. There goes the 76. 99's going to come around as well. Sorry, chat.
No, you're all good. And then I want to say Jason Bridges, Janet Bridges' mom Jason Bridges' mom, Janet, was in the chat. She said, good luck, Jason. But then she said, oh, my boy went flying. Better luck next time, son. So, bad luck there for Jason Bridges. But Janet, thank you if you're still on there watching. We do appreciate you being out there. I see Phoebe in the Facebook chat saying, easy, Bobby Hall. She also said, good luck. And then I see Chris Papa saying, let's go, CJ. See CJ Mason currently sitting in that 8th position right now, moving his way up through the field, up 12 spots in that good 1.3 speed, number 55. Man, that's a good-looking truck.
Yeah, the 55 of CJ Mason always has, you know, those skins that he brings out every now and then that are just absolutely fire. And that 55 coming here tonight with a really good-looking skin. I was saying, when I first saw it, it kind of looks like a Sunkist bottle.
That is exactly what I was thinking. It looks like a Sunkist bottle because there's actually a Sunkist in our refrigerator, and that's where I was thinking of it about.
Looks like Richards is starting to pull up.
Looks like Robert Richards starting to fall off just a little.
Fall off is what I meant to say.
Up into the wall.
To him. Yeah, the 48's having big issues here. Lap 35, you're really going to start to see these tires get really eat up here, and this is where they're just going to really be a handful now. 5 more laps to the stage. Doug Neal, 3 seconds out, man, doing an excellent job. Joey Doucette, 2nd, and Mikel Robinson in that 3rd position. So our top 3 playoff drivers, I want to say Ron Morris Jr. He's only 0.7 back. Yes, he is. He's trying to will his way up. It's a top 10 filled with a good bit of our playoff drivers, and it's good to see them having a decent run here tonight. Whoa, we got a truck down the backstretch. Taylor Peacock, big out of line. As it's going to be him and David Brackett battling it in turn 3 and 4. I say battling it, but him trying to battle the truck back into 3 and 4. Peacock on that fast line. He's going to get a big run here down the front stretch. We'll see if he tries to make a run into 1 and 2, but it doesn't look like he got as big as a run as I thought he was going to. So here with about 4 laps to go to the stage, we'll see who can manage to keep that race truck going. And if it's a fuel-saving competition like we've seen on some of these stages, if some of these trucks are going to have problems making it.
Yeah, we know it's only a 98 lap race, so it's only 135 miles, but that 135 miles can go by quick if you have some green flags, which right now we're about to hit the stage break in 2 laps, the end of lap 40. So right now, Joey Doucette moved himself up into that second spot. Like I said, did win the race at Homestead. So Joey Doucette, not a what's the word I'm trying to say? Not afraid to get up into the front and mix it up with the boys. What I'm trying to say. Mikel Robinson looks like he's falling off just a little bit. Ron Morris Jr. now all over his back bumper.
It looks like everybody's got a good bit of Darlington stripes tonight.
It really does. Whoa, it's the 58 getting a little loose. Anthony Stevens.
99 didn't make contact with him, did he? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. I think that 58 just got a little loose coming out of corner.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything on the radio, and that 99's bumper was clean. I think the 58 just had a little bit of a moment there.
This will be the last lap for the stage break. The 77 of Doug Neal coming around turns 2 right now down the back stretch. So I want to say, Akama Proctor says, I wish I could say I was looking forward to this, but I'm not really. This is going to be tough. So Akamai currently sitting in that 18th spot. He said that before the race. He's definitely not looking forward to it. And then I see Zach Nichols saying good luck to all the playoff drivers. It's Doug Neal right now. Should take the stage break in. That is the stage break in. So Doug Neal going to walk away with the Bluegrass stage break win here at Darlington.
Yeah, good drive here by the 77. And he's going to need this recovery big time. He's been somewhat lackluster, I would say, in his standards towards the end of the regular season here. And this stage win, big old dominant stage win, has proved that Doug is back to play. And he's opened the eyes of all the guys that might have, maybe said that 77 wasn't here to show up for the rest of the season. Well, that 77 here at the start of round 16 is going to take the first stage win at Darlington. Congratulations to Doug Neal on an excellent drive. And we'll have a word with your stage winner here after our caution period. But while we got a moment, we're going to take a moment to throw it to an LNS Custom side-by-side, and we'll have a word with our sponsor and be right back with you here in just one moment. All right. And we welcome you back here from that LNS Custom side-by-side brought to you by LNS Customs. We're going to go ahead and bring in Doug Neal, have a word with our stage winner here at Darlington, see what that 77's got to say. Doug, Neal, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. B, you got a copy, sir?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, man, going pretty good up here. Well, hey, we see that 77 picking up some much-needed momentum here. We know you were comfortable in the playoffs here from the regular season, but it seemed like the regular season a little bit of a slump, but you're showing some very good speed here tonight. A 3-second gap there at the stage win, which congratulations on that, Doug.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
How are you looking forward to the rest of this race, man? We know Darlington switching from day to night can get tricky, and
yeah, you never know what's going to happen here, man. And you could get hung up in a minute, man. You get hung up on that wall and you're in trouble. So I'm just trying to be easy on the tires and just, try to stay in front of the guys, but save tires too. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel pretty good right now, as long as I don't do something stupid on pit road like I usually do.
Hey, we know how that can be, man. We know how Darlington can be, and you've shown some good speed here so far. We see the pace lights just popped off, so we'll go ahead and let you get back to your team. Doug, congratulations on your stage win, man. Hopefully we'll see you replicate that success here in the latter part of the race, and good luck in the rest of it.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
And that was Doug Neal. See the man right there in the seat as he is up on that wheel, belts tight. He's going to lead this field back to green flag race, and Joey Doucette is going to be on his outside lane. That 16 machine had a great pit stop to net himself back into second and hold on to that position. The 24th going to stay third. Ron Morris Jr. going to stay fourth here with that fifth position going to CJ Mason, seventh Josh Clemons, or excuse me, we got a bunch of drivers mixing around right there. 6th CJ Mason, 7th Logan T. Smith, 8th Robert Richards, Logan Russell 9th, and Scott Madden 10th. With the pace car going off, we're going to get back to some green flag racing here. We'll see that 77 and that 16 fire off here in a minute and see those 4 Chevy Silverados there. I say that, it's an all Chevy front 7 as they all get on fired off there. As you see the 24 with the big Darlington stripe, lap 46. As we'll see these drivers wheel it off into turn 1 and 2. Whoa, 16, big drive in. He almost got into the wall. Mikel Robinson going to drive it back under him. See if Mikel's found that. Yeah, it looks like he did get a great exit that time. 76 of Ron Morris Jr. now going to take a peek into that inside. Doesn't look like he knows he has that move. Oh, wait. He has a little bit of a drive in through the mid-corner. But he's going to halt that run as you're going to see Doug Neal comfortably starting to set himself back out in the lead. Joey Doucette going to have to get on the loud pedal, maybe use a little bit of them tires here early to get up there and try to run with Doug. Because we know how Doug can be. If he gets pulled away, it's hard to catch that 77.
Yeah, Doug Neal really showing a lot of pace here tonight. Joey Doucette, though, one of those drivers that doesn't really get to show his speed and his pace because, he's one of those drivers that always gets caught up in the mess. So, not really getting to show off much of his talent.
Oh, wreck, Peacock.
Big one. Oh, it looks like David Brackett. Big hit there.
Oh, and he's a playoff contender. That's big implications for the 38. He's going to have to do very, very well now. Got any other playoff drivers involved in this? Oh, the 48 of Robert Richards, Chris.
Oh, no.
It was the 48 of Robert Richards. 48 of Robert Richards around, I think, Logan T. Smith. You're going to have to rewind that back. Oh, yeah, Logan. Oh, no,
he got
the
up
48 in the wall.
Yeah, you see him get up into the wall there. And it was like it just let him go. And then the 85 just nowhere to go. Gets into that back bumper.
Logan Russell's going to take a big shot to the outside wall, but he's going to get away a lot better than the 81. It looks like Scott Madden, oh man, Bobby Hall Jr. might have taken a shot. The 38's going to be blown up. A lot of playoff drivers involved, so some of these guys that got into the round of 16 by the skin of their teeth, they might be able to stick in through the thick of it because there's a lot of damaged playoff drivers in there as well, a couple of them. Hopefully, they'll be able to manage, Chris, because we've got a lot of names that I was hoping to see progress forward just pure off of dedication and, being around for a while and sticking to it. They're now caught up in that, and that just that stinks, man. You hate to see all that hard work not rewarded, and hopefully they'll be able to bounce back here even with the damage.
Yeah, Robert Richards is definitely not feeling good right now. He definitely had a really strong truck out there, but it looks like the 48 just having a little bit more than he wanted to handle. It was like Mikel Robinson in the 24 coming down pit lane. So unfortunate there for the 48 of Robert Richards. We saw, pretty much dominated the whole regular season in first place in the regular season points. I mean, Robert Richards was definitely one of those drivers that you had to contend with. Josh last season, was one of those drivers that we didn't really talk about a lot.
Short tracks, really.
We poked fun at him because he drove a, being Alabama fans, he had that Clemson truck.
Oh, the Clemson truck.
Yeah, we always used to poke fun at him for that. But, other than that, that was, pretty much all we would talk about. He had a couple of good races, but, man, this season he really came alive. But that 48, you saw Darlington just, that the lady in black, that's what she does. Some people she'll be nice to. Other people she likes to snatch the rug out from under you.
Oh, Darlington can not only give you the push, it can be the one behind you to trip you up when you get pushed back too. This place can beat you up, take your clothes, take your wallet, take everything, throw you out on the road, and then 5 minutes later bring you back in for a cup of tea and a shower, get you all nice back up. Because Darlington's one of those tracks, man. We were talking about it at Talladega last week. As much as everybody just hates this place, they see Darlington, they get that lump in their throat. I got to race at Darlington. We got to go down to South Carolina to the egg-shaped place of Darlington, the track that hasn't changed besides repaves since half these boys weren't even born.
And guardrails.
I mean, yeah, and guardrails, man. People used to sell out of this place. We used to sell out of this. Oh, it's guardrails.
I said, what I was meaning to say was from guardrails to safer barriers.
Oh, yeah,
that's the only thing that's changed.
We've seen some transitions from this place, and as much as people hate this place, yeah, that sun is coming down. You see it's got some cloud cover, so not as bad as it usually is, but as much as people hate this place, Chris, as much as people don't want to be at Darlington sometimes, you respect this track in the long run, and you want to win here. This is a driver's track. Everybody wants to win at Darlington, and that's not good to see Doug Neal blinking a little bit.
Yeah, having a little bit of issues at 77. We do know that he can blink every now and then. So we'll see if it should situate itself back out. I want to say Travis Twitty got lucky on that last one. He was having to get on the brakes coming out of turn 4 in that last wreck. But right now, Doug Neal still leading the pack out of turn 4. We're going to be getting to green. Doug Neal out to a good jump there. Joey Doucette off to a subpar jump. Ron Morris Jr. going to be on that inside lane. Let's see if the 16 of Joey Doucette, he's going to get a better drive in. Maybe a bad shift there from the 76, but look at that, Josh. CJ Mason in that 1-3 Speed Motorsports moving his way up into that 4th spot, up 16 positions. He's got his teammate, Ron Morris Jr., right in front of him. So, whoa, it looks like a little bit of fanning out back there. Looks like everybody getting a little situated. Good to see Scott Madden still on the lead lap, involved in that little bit of an accident. Coming out of the corner, though, let's see if anybody's whoa, that 85, man, has seen better days. There's Akamai Proctor moving up in that Better Motorsports, as I'm saying it, getting into the wall. Looks like
Twitty make it through to the playoffs?
No, not in the trucks.
Okay, no. Only for Xfinity?
Only for Xfinity.
Okay.
Right now, Doug Neal got about a 5/10 gap between him and Joey Doucette, so starting to fall off a little bit. But that's opening up the door for the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. He's starting to poke his head up into that 3rd spot. You see Joey Doucette, he's having to look up in that rear view mirror, see Ron Morris Jr. getting a little closer. Whoa, the 76 having to get out of the gas just a little bit. Turns 2, man. I'm telling you, that wall will sneak up on you real quick. You have to execute on turn 2 perfect every time, or you will get up into the wall coming out of it, or you'll get loose coming out of the corner. It is terrible.
Turn 4 as well.
Turn 4 is it's not as bad as turn 2, but turn 2 is the worst.
I don't know. I think I don't like turn 4 more than I don't like turn 2. That just might be, that's just, look at this. Look at that, man. 165 miles an hour on corner exit. Up to almost 180 miles an hour on corner entry here in a 3 and 4. You ride that line, you try to get the right sides up there on that seam. Or you can run the middle of the groove here. it's all up to, the driver's preference. You'll see these guys move around just a tiny bit here at Darlington. It is very, very hard to pass. You have to set it up sometimes for 10 laps. It's one of those tracks, if you're in the lead, the only way you're going to lose it is if you have an absolute mishap.
Yeah, speaking of Josh, Neal looks like he's starting to fall off just a little bit. Joey Doucette starting to reel in that 77, so maybe the 77 going on a little bit of conserve. Maybe trying to save that what little bit of tires. We do know they have 5 sets of tires, so it would be the set of tires they started on and then 4 in the pit stall. So right now it looks like Neal might have came down, already taken 2 sets. We do know he was down pit lane for about the normal time. I want to say Joey Doucette also came down and took tires. That looks like everybody besides Bobby Hall Jr. right now currently sitting in that 6th spot. It looks like he took fuel only on that last caution. So right now, the 99 of Josh Clemons is going to be on the inside there of the 55 of CJ Mason. Man, this is something you want to see, but you don't want to see going into turn 1. 55 of CJ Mason up into the wall. The 94 having to get out of the gas. You saw him having to get on the brakes. He's going to just loosen up. But hey, I would rather lose a couple of positions and keep that car. The 94 getting into the wall. As I was saying, he's just going to keep it up into the wall. So that way nobody gets... Man, that was a big hit there from Bobby Hall.
Yeah, it was. That was a interesting situation between all those drivers there. All playoff drivers here.
Here we see Josh Clemons.
Top 10.
Yeah, Josh Clemons right now, you are correct. I want to say maybe
besides
Logan.
Twitty?
Besides Twitty, yeah. Besides Twitty is your playoff drivers right now. CJ Mason, Mikel Robinson now going under battle into turn 3.
This will be a good battle. Mason's going to give him some room here. He's not as aggressive of a driver, but I think we're going to see him come back here and try to give up a good battle. CJ Mason's put on a good show here, man, tonight.
Yeah, now
P6, 11 spots. Mikel Robinson up 17 in P5. Neal starting on pole, and I pretty much want to say he's led every lap.
Yeah, Neal now got about a 1 1/10 gap between Joey Doucette. So now Joey Doucette looks like he might be losing a little bit of time. We know Neal is probably looking up in that rear view going, oh, man, I love that space is getting a little bigger. And I want to say Cody Verrill is now down pit lane, the 11. They're going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane for service. You see right now, Ron Morris Jr. moved his way up into that 3rd spot. Josh Clemons sitting in that 4th spot. Mikel Robinson got himself around a couple of drivers, moved his way back up into that 5th spot. See CJ Mason's slowly falling off just a little bit. Whoa, a little bit of overcorrection there from that 55. Maybe got a little loose coming out of turn 4. See Taylor Peacock moved his way up into that 6th or 7th spot, up 6 positions. Logan Russell moved his way up into that 8th spot. So Bobby Hall Jr. going to be your only driver, or your last driver in the top 10 that is currently in the playoffs. You see Travis Twitty right now. Look at that, Josh. As Robert Richards on a tear right now.
Yeah, it looks like that 48 is trying to work his way back up to the field. That car is very beat up. 48 has just had issues all night. It looks like Travis Twitty on a good run, man. 10th right now. He's doing a good job. Neal in that 1st position. It looks like we've gotten pretty much just stagnant. Single file right now, which is can happen at Darlington. You just get guys separated here. We don't have the most massive field here tonight. A good field still, 23 trucks, and we've got a couple drivers down pit road, so not as much lap traffic to worry about. You're going to see this action turn up here in the later parts of the race, but while we've got a moment, we're going to take a second to step away here. We're going to go ahead and throw it to an L&S Customs loud pedal. So YouTube, Facebook, turn up those volumes, get it full screened, and we're going to enjoy these sights and shots that Chris is going to bring to you, and brought to you by L&S Customs. So we're going to go away for a moment and bring you an L&S Customs loud pedal. We welcome you back here to Darlington Raceway. I hope you enjoyed that loud pedal brought to you by our favorites over at L&S Customs. As you see, Neal, 4.25 to that 16 of Joey Doucette. But if you're those Chevy, Chevy employees, or just a Chevy lover indeed, you're loving it tonight, man. I see 8 Chevys. I say that. A Ford just moved himself up 2 positions because we've got 2 of those Chevys down pit road, Josh and Logan Russell down pit road. As you'll see, Josh Clemons, Logan Russell moving their way down pit road, but the Chevys, man, are moving here tonight. In the top 10 right now, I think we have, 8? So, it's like they came out to play tonight. As you're going to see Robert Richards starting to claw back whatever he can, man. He has had a rough night here tonight.
Yeah, that lone Toyota trying to claw back. But Mikel Robinson coming down pit lane. So is Joey Doucette. So Ron Morris Jr., CJ Mason down pit lane. This is where you're going to start seeing all of the strategy come into play. Looks like Neal on his way out. No, he's on his way in, excuse me.
Making sure he doesn't speed either, but that could lose him a little bit of time.
See right now, Taylor Peacock looks like he is coming down pit lane. I want to say the 58 of Anthony Stevens also down pit lane. Bobby Hall Jr. going to try to stay out, get a little bit of extra track space. As I see Bryce Hunter on the YouTube chat saying, go number 24, Empire Nation. Good to have you, Bryce. Then I see David Brackett also saying 23 more minutes of required repairs. Ooh.
Race might be over by then.
Yeah. The way
We're
this
getting
is
down
going.
to the nitty gritty, man. These boys have been just putting it out there, but that's what we come to. Oh, look at Twitty running second right now. He hasn't pitted yet, but him and Akamai running second and third. Both of those guys would, I'm sure, love to lead a lap here. Probably why they're both staying out like this. We know Akamai led his first official laps at Talladega last week. So it's good to see Akamai, just hanging out here, man. He wants to lead some more, and that's exactly what you love. Just out there wanting to lead some laps, and Akamai has had a little bit of a night, too. And he said he wasn't going to enjoy coming to Darlington, he didn't think, and I'm sure he's enjoying it now, man. He's just out there having a good time, and he's got a lot cleaner of a race truck than some of these boys out there. That is for sure.
Yeah, I got to see when these boys decide to come down pit lane. They did come down just a little later than everybody else before. So Bobby Hall Jr. just trying to hope for a caution right now. But Travis Twitty's got himself sitting in that second position. I want to say the 24, Mikel Robinson, might have had a little bit of an issue because he's fallen back to the 7th spot. He was passing Travis Twitty there for a second.
Twitty, Akamai, and Bobby all have an extra set of time. 94 pitting. 29 will be your leader. Nine will come down pit road as well, leaving Travis Twitty be your lone driver that has not come down pit road yet under green flag conditions.
Travis Twitty going to lead at least one lap. I know he's probably saying, all right, Chris, now you can shut up. It's Travis Twitty leading a lap right now. I see Joey Doucette saying he doesn't like this track, but you're looking good tonight, bub. Bring it home. Yeah, Joey looking really good here tonight.
Look at Taylor Peacock taking it 3 wide down the backstretch, all the way below the apron.
Whoa, Travis riding that top lane. He's got a lot of drivers on fresher tires getting a lot better runs than him right now.
Yeah, but if he can just hold on for a good bit of... Nope, I was going to say, if he can just hold on for a couple more laps, he might possibly get a caution, but Twitty is going to hang it down pit road this time. Virtual wave out the window.
It's like Neal, he should assume the lead. Joey Doucette going to be about 2.7 seconds back. But yeah, no, I see John Fortier saying, come on, guys, give Joey some love. Man, we ain't got nothing but love for Joey. What you talking about? I love Joey, man. Joey's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. Watching that 16 race for a while, man.
Yeah, Joey
Nothing
Doucette.
but respect. Nothing but respect for that 16. Sorry, if anybody here is new, and or, even if that was somebody that isn't new to the chat, we do have no bias for these drivers. Oh, we see the 58 of Anthony Stephen getting out, and we do respect all these drivers, man. This ain't like the real thing where you'll see some people be, oh, I don't like that guy because of this or that. Hey, this is all for the love, the passion of racing. We respect all these drivers and love all of our Bluegrass boys, man. That's why we do it every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Me and Chris, reached out of other opportunities to take this opportunity. Man, we've enjoyed every bit of it, and it's all for the love of the racing, the love of all the Bluegrass people. We love all the way from the drivers in first all the way down to 23rd. So appreciate all the people over in Facebook chat. And, man, looks like we're getting down to a good race here, Chris. I want to say, 18 to go? 17 to go?
We are at 17 to go. John, you're welcome, man. Like I said, we're just over here talking crap, man. Don't worry about it. Ain't no big deal. We're just talking crap. But like Josh said, we're just here to have fun. 16 laps to go, though. We saw the 77 of Doug Neal. Looks like coming out of turn 4 a couple of laps ago, might have got it really close to the wall. He's trying to push it. Joey Doucette, though, is sitting about 2.7 seconds back. So we'll see if Joey Doucette has anything to say. Doug Neal, though, has really set a good pace out here in the lead. Mikel Robinson, though, has now moved himself back up into that 3rd spot. Bryce Hunter saying he is excited for tomorrow. Man, we're excited for tomorrow, too. I got really close to winning an Xfinity race here in one of my league series back in the day, and man, I hated them in the trucks, but loved them in the Xfinity cars. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Xfinity cars are definitely my favorite cars on the platform to watch race.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good, Bryce. We're excited to see you boys over in the Xfinity cars, will it, man? We knew this was one of those weeks coming in from Talladega, then to Darlington. It was just going to be back-to-back fun. And so far, it's been a good show. It looks like Doug Chris, though, is starting to slowly pull away with it, but I'm not going to throw any bad juju that 77's way, man. We know how Darlington can be. He even said it in his stage interview. Just got to go out there and not make a bonehead mistake. That 77 right now, though, looking good. We'll see if he's got what it's left to bring it home here. 13 laps to go.
Hey, John, we appreciate it, man. Like we say every day, man. We just do this for you guys. This is a lot of fun. I love sitting here on my Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and I'm not saying this sarcastically either. I'm being serious. I love it. I look forward to it every day. Whenever it gets around to like Saturday, I'm like, okay, 2 more days, and then Sunday comes around, I'm like, all right, tomorrow, yes. Especially at a track like Darlington. Last week, the 4-wide finish that we got last week with Jason Bridges, man, that was definitely one hell of a finish. But it doesn't look like we're going to get ever so lucky here tonight. This is definitely a spread out race. See Doug Neal blinking there a little bit. If you're wondering why we're not watching, if you're wondering why we're not watching that 77 a lot, that is because he is blinking a little bit on the track. So I'm just trying to focus on everybody that is racing here around here too. Mikel Robinson moved himself back up into that 3rd position, but it looks like Josh Clemons is losing a little bit of pace to him. It did look like that 99 was starting to catch that 24, but the 24 is definitely on a really good pace here to set up himself for that 3rd position.
Yeah, and if you're not sure what Chris means by blinking, caution.
It's like the 94 Bobby Hall Jr. rolling slowly down the back stretch. See him come to a stop there. He's going to go ahead and pull it back to the pits. We'll just rewind it and see what happened here. Just going into the turn. It looks like riding that top lane. You see everybody getting to the wall. Oh, Robert Richards getting to the wall. The 94, nowhere to go. Just getting into the back of the 48 of Robert Richards. Man, that was unfortunate there for Bobby Hall Jr. A lot of playoff drivers getting knocked out here.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Looks like
48 get into the wall.
It looks like
Logan push him into the wall?
No, it looks like...
Was that who was in...
It looks like...
Is there net code contact? Because the 48... I don't know. I'm not sure. The 48, was he just wicked tight? No, there's no sort of net code contact. I think he just drove it into the wall.
Yeah, and you see the 94 just getting into the back bumper. Oh, but look at who barely missed that, Josh.
Neal. Man, I bet he's gonna have to change his britches after the race.
If he would have been just half a second off,
and half a lane lower.
Yep.
And that could have spelled disaster for his night. He's got good eyes in the sky, though. He's always got a great spotter up in the booth, man. I think... Is it Mauer is spotter?
Yeah, I see him saying "quiet, boys." I know why he's saying that, because we're talking about it. I see Dakota Shepard over in the Facebook saying, "Let's go Team Flex. Sorry I couldn't make it tonight. Good to have you over on the Facebook, Dakota. Even if you couldn't make it, man, hey, we understand life comes up, it always finds a way to get in the way."
Yeah, that is for sure. True. We're going to have a good little shootout, Chris, when we come back.
Yeah, we've only got 8 laps to go. Bobby Hall Jr. sending the upside down face with the fire. Man, Bobby, that was unfortunate there, buddy. Yeah, so maybe we were saying what we were talking about the Talladega race. Maybe we will have a good finish.
Heck yeah. I think we might.
See, right now it looks like a lot of lapped traffic in front of them. You might see everyone in front of Taylor Peacock here go around the pace car whenever we get ready to go green, which should be this time by. See everybody going ahead and going around. So this is going to tuck up Taylor Peacock to the lead. He was able to get around that 77. No, actually, he did not come down pit lane. Everybody came down pit lane except for that 81 to Taylor Peacock, so he's going to be on a little bit older tires. This is going to be interesting to see how this happens here in the beginning.
I think Jason might be dyslexic. He was supposed to give the 85, or excuse me, the 58 in EOL, and he gave the 85 in EOL.
I mean, I will say, I do know, I look at numbers really quick like that, and I can get confused.
Pace car off, though. Doug Neal picking a bad time for the blink to start happening. No, that's not his choice, though. As we're going to fire off here, the 81. He's going to have to play his cards right here. It's going to be very easy to pass him.
Whoa, we already got a wreck.
Already wrecking. Oh, man, come on.
16 to Joey Doucette around. Like we might have got off to a bad start. 16. Yeah, it looks like just a bad start. Maybe the 16 thought he was clear. It looks like maybe the 16 jumped up a little bit.
Did he? Did the 16 move or did the 24 move there?
See if we can go and find a camera that we can see it. It's going to be the 99 of Josh Clemons. Or we can actually watch it from the 2 of Logan Russell.
Oh, the 24 came down, Chris.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm going to have to blame that on the 24 Mikel Robinson. And then Joey's unfortunately going to get around too.
Yeah, you can see the 24 just slowly working his way down the track, and then big hit there from the 16 coming back up the track.
Just going to keep digging, though. I love it.
Oh, big right rear damage to that tube.
That is a big old hit. We should get a natural green-white checkered, correct?
We should. Yeah, that is the cards you are dealt here at a track like that, though. I mean, this is one of those things, all these boys fighting for position. Joey Doucette's not out of it just yet. He did take a little bit of a shot, but he does look like he's got a clean race truck for the most part. Compared to, like, in front of him, the 85.
Racing incident, Chris. They're saying that the 16 and the 24 both moved, which I would agree on. I think you see the 16 make a move up the track. The 24 does clearly make a move down the track as well, and we're going to get a racing incident out of it. No EOLs to be served, and yeah, like I'd say too, fair enough. I would completely agree with that call from race control.
That's why I don't do it.
We're going to get a natural green-white checkered here. This could be a crazy finish, man. Taylor Peacock still in the lead. This is going to be nuts. Hold on to your belts, folks. It looks like our pace light should go off this time. Oh, nope. We are going to get an overtime finish here. It is going to go to overtime. So we will get 3 attempts at it, not 4. Sorry about that. Do not know why. I turned my phone all the way down, put it on silent, everything. I still get notifications. I have to throw it across the room. If you ever hear my phone, anything like that, I apologize. We're going to have to figure out something about that. I'm just going to turn it off now in the middle of races. These past couple of weeks, it just hasn't wanted to stay quiet. Even when I put it in do not disturb everything. Crazy. But these drivers up front here, speaking of disturbing, they're about to be disturbing each other. Everybody's going to be wanting to wrangle each other's necks here. We're about to have a green-white checkered 3 attempts at it. Pace lights off past the Earnhardt Towers. We might see some Earnhardt-like moves. I mean, Chris, it could be anyone here. Taylor Peacock, Doug Neal, going to bring us back to the green. Taylor's still on those old tires. Josh Clemons, CJ Mason, Ron Morris, Wes Wiggin, Travis Twitty, Logan Russell. I mean, it could be any of these guys. Green, back out, and we are racing.
A bit of a bump back there. It looks like Travis Twitty getting out of line, maybe getting off to a bad start. It looks like everybody's going to stay green right now. Whoa, the 2 of Logan Russell getting up into the wall, but we're going to go back on board here with the 81.
There comes the move from the 77. How hard is the 81 going to fight back? Contact!
Looks like a little bit of net code there from the 77.
I'm not sure what that was. You see somebody in the wall back there?
Looks like West Wigan, the 88.
Here comes Twitty. Big run from Travis Twitty. 77 going to get into one in the lead. Taylor Peacock and Josh Clemons behind.
Let's see if the 81 has the tires to hold off that 99.
This is your race.
CJ Mason getting all the way down to the bottom of the track. There's Joey Doucette, moved himself up into that 4th spot.
And out of turn 4 to see the checkered flag to take the first win of the playoffs. Doug Neal will win at Darlington. Taylor Peacock will finish 2nd on old tires. Be Josh Clemons 4th, Joey Doucette. We've still got some racing coming out of turn 4, I want to say. Possibly not. Scott Madden. And there is everybody slowing it down. We're going to see that 77 of Doug Neal coming to do a big old burnout in that Simbox 77. A well-deserved win here from that 77 as he led pretty much the whole race metaphorically. Almost did lead every lap. We thought we were going to see a Doug Neal sweep from pole to the victory lane. It looks like he is still going to do that. All right, as we have our results up on the screen, we got a lot of names up there, Chris, and we are not used to seeing, especially at a track like Darlington. Doug Neal going to take the victory. Taylor Peacock finishing 2nd. Good job from Taylor. 99. Sorry, I was listening to something right quick. I'm going to mute my... Got to mute my driver chat because I'm hearing him talk. Travis Twitty. Where was I at, Chris? I was at Josh Clemons in 3rd place. Joey Doucette in 4th. CJ Mason. Good run from CJ tonight. He's going to pick himself up a good P5 to start his campaign here in the round at 16. Travis Twitty, 6th place. He probably wishes he was in that playoffs as he had a great run here tonight. Ron Morris Jr. as well in 7th. Wes Wigan, he's going to finish 8th. And this is where we're going to start seeing our drivers that did not have so well of a night that started off pretty good. Logan Russell going to finish 9th with Akamai Proctor. I say that. Akamai had a very well run here tonight in 10th place. Mikel Robinson, he was running so well early. He's going to fall back to 11th, still up 11 spots from his 22nd position. Scott Madden going to finish 12th. We saw him in a wreck. Robert Richards as well. So is Logan T. Smith. They're going to finish in that 12th, 13th, and 14th. Daniel Worthington 15th with Cody Verrill in that 16th spot. Cody Stevens going to finish in that 17th position with Bobby Hall Jr. in 18th. David Brackett 19th. Ed Osborne 20th. Josh Lockwood 21st. Alex Healy 22nd. And rounding out your field. And still somewhere up there in the hemisphere trying to wait for that truck to land is Jason Bridges. So we're going to see if we do have our drivers. It looks like we only have one driver so far ready in that staging area. So if you are watching the stream, Doug Neal and Taylor Peacock, if you guys are wanting an interview, you are more than welcome to get in that staging area. All right, so we'll go ahead and bring in our winner here tonight, Doug Neal, and have a word from that 77. Doug, Neal, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Gotta say, man, congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
Heck yeah, Doug. Well, we were talking to you at the stage break, man, and you were saying exactly what you were saying that you needed to get done here tonight and not go out, throw any boneheaded moves up into the wall or anything, and you did just that. Almost led every lap before we saw the 81 come down pit road on that, or not come down pit road on that strategy, excuse me. But Doug, excellent job from you guys tonight. You definitely had the truck to beat, and man, how does it feel picking up the first round of 16 win and doing it at a track like Darlington?
Oh man, I thought this is good, man. I feel pretty good about it. We were on rails tonight. I usually run pretty good here, but like I say, I'm prone for boneheaded moves. Like at Nashville Fairgrounds, I led most of the race that time and speeding on pit road late and cost myself on that one. And so I'm prone to bonehead moves. So tonight everything went pretty well for us. So I'm pretty happy about that, man. I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yeah, you should be, man. Going into the round of 16 here. I mean, it's the first round tonight. You pick up the first win going into the playoffs. And, like we were saying, you had a little bit of that what we could say to your standards, a slump there in the close to the end of the regular season. But picking it up here strong, showing that momentum. It's good to see that 77 Simbox machine back in victory lane. And, like we said, as many drivers that hate this track, they sure do love to win at Darlington. And it's definitely a driver's track. And Doug, you definitely showed that here tonight, man.
I appreciate it, man. It felt good. It feels good to win at Darlington, no doubt. Every time, it always feels good here. And yeah, and mid season, man, I really started lacking confidence because I started having some bad runs and everything. And I just said, I need to refocus and only drive to my ability and don't try to overdrive everything and just do all I can, do all the truck will let me do. So we did good tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you guys did an excellent job, Doug. Once again, man, it's always a pleasure to have you up here in the booth and see you run well. We haven't got to, have a word with that 77 in victory lane for a couple races here. Good to have you back up here, man. And hey, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, or anything you want to say to the Bluegrass faithful before we get you out of here, you're more than welcome to, and we'll let you get on that way, celebrate that first round of 16 victory here tonight.
All right. Well, as always, Jason, for all the hard work he does. I know I had a few words with him last week. I apologize for that. We talked it over and worked that out. And but he does a great job with this league, and it's a really good league. And of course, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Nate. Always spot me here. He made some good calls tonight and kept me calm through the race. And of course, my button box company, if anybody's needing a button box, it's Simbox PC on Facebook. If you hit me up on there, I'll be glad to help you out, do custom boxes, and have a standard box and great prices, good button boxes. So if anybody's looking for one, just let me know. And you guys, of course, always a great job in the booth.
Thank you, Doug, man. Well,
always.
Heck yeah, man. We appreciate the kind words, Doug. It's always a pleasure to have you up here in the booth, man. And hey, we're wishing you good luck in the future races here. And I think we go to Watkins Glen next week. We know that one's going to be a difficult one. So
yeah, it is. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, that's my favorite road course probably, but I'm not any good there. So
we know we got the
and it's updated
the reconfig, I guess you could say. We're going to have wider turns, so there's going to be some more runoff, a little bit more give. So
I better practice then, I guess, if they changed it.
No, just a little bit. It's all the same turns, but. Yeah. Just a little bit more runoff, so no more grass. It's going to be a little bit easier on you boys. But hey,
well, I tell you what, when I'm at a road course, I just try to keep it on the pavement, man. That's all I try to do.
Hey, man.
And I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
We appreciate you, Doug. And hey, we'll let you get out of here, man. And like we said, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy this win, and hopefully we'll be seeing you running good at Watkins Glen next week.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you. You too, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the 81 of Taylor Peacock is in Discord. I have been scrolling this past couple minutes and haven't seen him. I've checked every channel. So we're going to go ahead and get to Josh Clemons here, our third place finisher. If we see Taylor pop up, we'll grab him. If not, I guess we're just going to go, keep the ball rolling here. So we'll go ahead and bring up that 99 of Clemons. Josh, Clemons, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, gotcha, guys.
Man, oh man. Well, we know how difficult it could be to pass at a track like Darlington, and tonight you came in here and started 18th. You finished third. I mean, that's got to be a good momentum booster here going into the round of 16. We know that 99 has looked very consistent all season, and you're starting to put those races together more and more. This could be one of those postseason runs that we could see. From one of those drivers. Last season we saw so many drivers get in through just pure luck and pure dedication. And Josh, you've shown some really good pace here, and through the postseason or through the regular season, you were looking strong here at the start of the round of 16, looking very strong. P3 here tonight, man. How you feeling, and how are you thinking this is going to set you up here going into the playoffs?
I'm feeling good. To be honest, yeah, it was one of those races that you just had to listen to the tires and let them know that they would tell you how to really drive the track. I mean, it's a difficult track to get right, but when you do, it's a really fun track to drive as well. Yeah, you're right. Passing was hard. You just had to be very patient, and hopefully you get the guys on the straightaways instead of trying to get yourself in trouble and getting up into the wall. Yeah, but great momentum. Hopefully, we can ride it through to Watkins Glen, the home race, and all that, and onto the round of 12, hopefully, and continue to keep it going.
Man, speaking of Watkins Glen, you say the home race. I mean, we know we got a lot of guys here that aren't very comfortable on Watkins Glen, and with the I guess you could say the update. We see the track getting a little bit more expansion to match its real life counterpart. So, how are you expecting to go in here at Watkins Glen, and do you think you're going to be able to carry some more of this momentum here to the round of 12?
Yeah, I feel good racing around there, so hopefully we can set ourselves up near the front and just keep it on track. And I know that 34 machine's probably going to be trying to get back up there. He's a rocket on the road courses for sure.
Oh yeah, we know how Jason can be on those road courses, man. He's gonna need it after his night here tonight. Boy's still trying to land somewhere. He got knocked out the ballpark tonight, but hey, it's been a great having you up here in the booth, Josh, and talking to you, man. And we're very excited that we got one of you guys that hasn't had much success maybe in victory lane, or we see it. We know it's around a 16, and a lot of you drivers are still going to be in, but we're wishing you a lot of luck, man, and we appreciate having you up here in the booth. Congratulations here tonight, man, and hopefully we'll see going into Watkins Glen. You push yourself a little bit farther forward, and hey, we'll be happy to see if we can have a word with you. If you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, or anything, Josh, you're more than welcome to go ahead and throw them out there, buddy, and we'll let you get on your way here tonight, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, first off, as always, thank you to Jason for putting the time and effort into this league. It's a wonderful league. It's really nice to get in this community of guys because they're all respectful and very little cautions. It's a nice league to run in. Special thanks out to the wife, and happy Valentine's Day to her, and thank you for letting me do what I do, and love to the little one. Thank you to my mom and dad, and yeah, the J2R body shop gave me a nice one this week, and thanks to them. And yeah, hopefully I get to talk to you guys next week as well.
Yes, sir. We're looking forward to it. Looking forward to it, Josh. And man, hopefully we'll be seeing you there as well. But hey, congratulations on that good start here to the round of 16, man. Third place at Darlington. Hopefully we'll be seeing you replicate that success later. But hey, go ahead and celebrate that podium here tonight, man. And hopefully we'll be talking to you soon.
I'll do. Yeah, thanks. You guys do a great job as well. I'll have fun watching this watch back tomorrow. So thank you. Take care now.
Appreciate you, Josh.
Yep.
Appreciate the kind words, man.
Yep, no problem.
All right, and that was Josh Clemons. Well, Chris, before we get these fans wrapped up here tonight, any final words, man, after what was an awesome race here tonight at Darlington?
Yeah, big shout out to Doug Neal, Taylor Peacock, Josh Clemons on that 1-2-3. That was a really good finish. We saw that older tire strategy from Taylor Peacock not really work out. So that's something that that you got to kind of play. It's one of those. It's like a dice game. You just kind of roll the dice and hope that it lands on the numbers that you need it to roll on. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But it was a good race from there. It's not a or it's say it sucks we didn't get an interview with Taylor Peacock, but hey Taylor, congratulations on that second place win. But other than that, just a big shout out to everybody on that Facebook, on that YouTube chat. Sorry if my voice sounded a little bit raspy tonight. Like I said, my throat is just all kinds of crazy tonight. But big shout out to the Facebook, to the YouTube chat. We appreciate everybody that comes out and watches these races and, sits here and talks with us. Big shout out to Jason and everybody in the Bluegrass family. We couldn't do any of this without you guys. Any of this, any of the stuff, we wouldn't be able to do it without them. We wouldn't be able to do it without LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, and Barber Ford Motorsports. Couldn't do it without those guys either. We really appreciate them giving us the opportunity to do this. And man, I can't wait for the race next week at Watkins Glen, but I can't wait for the Xfinity race tomorrow night here.
Heck yeah, Chris. Well, just want to say a big shout out to Facebook, YouTube chat. Big shout out to you as well, Chris, for holding it down while I had those issues at the start of the race. Just a big thank you to you guys, and I do apologize about that. I know it was probably a little hectic there, wondering where's the other voice that I'm used to hearing every night when I watch these races. But did have a little bit of issues with my iRacing, but got it all settled out, figured it out once I went through about 30 forums in a matter of 5 minutes trying to figure it out. And hey, we saw a great race at Darlington. I'm expecting to see an excellent race with the Xfinity cars tomorrow, man. It's just one of those things now with Bluegrass. We used to sit there and think about, oh, do you think there's going to be cautions tonight, Chris, or whatever. And now it's like, shoot, do you think they're even going to have a caution? Like we used to think, oh, well, we're going to get how many cautions tonight. Now it's, are they even going to have a caution? So that's what you love about these Bluegrass guys, man. They're just awesome drivers, and I can't wait to see the Xfinity race tomorrow. So thank you again to the Facebook. If you're on that Facebook, hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live tomorrow for the Xfinity race at Darlington. They will also be kicking their round of 16 off as well. So don't miss the playoff racing here on the Bluegrass Facebook and YouTube. This is Chris and Josh signing off for the final time tonight here, saying thank you, and we will see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. for the Xfinity Series.